So when you market your rental property, you have one chance to make a first impression, and first impressions really do count. There's what's going to entice your tenants to come and view the property in the first place. So here's my tips on things letting agents should do when they're marketing your rental property. A bugbear of my landlords is that their agents aren't proactive enough and the property's been stood empty, so I'll go have a little look and see what we can do with regard to marketing. So here are the things that your agent should be doing. So number one, obviously, is the photographs. These are vitally important. These are going to entice the tenant to arrange a viewing, and you need to make sure that they're as good as possible. My biggest bugbear is when I see pictures that have been taken by agents and there's a tea towel hung over the oven, or the lights aren't on, or the curtains are closed, or there's a pile of dirty washing or an overflowing bin in the corner, or a bath mat draped over the side of the bath. It takes 2 seconds to move these things. It vastly improves the photograph. You do not want cluttered, untidy photographs. Also, what about turning them into a little video for social media? They work brilliantly on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It doesn't take a lot to do, and they just optimise the appeal of your property. So secondly is the description. So you want to describe in as much detail as you can and be very accurate with the description of the property. Maybe mention the local area, what's the parking like, are there any local shops. You don't want to duplicate your content, and you don't want to use abbreviations. Thirdly, floor plans, absolute must, and most letting agents don't do them. Rightmove has even said a property gets 30% increased interest if it has a floor plan as opposed to it not. Tenants can have a look at the photos, then they can look at the floor plan, see where the furniture is going to go. They can engage with the property better than they could without. They're not wasting the time going to view because they've got that floor plan. So they're an absolute must. Fourth, a to-let board. Some landlords say they live on a quiet street, they don't really need one. What about the neighbours? What if they're looking to move and they see the board go up and they think, oh, that's perfect for us? Or they've got family visiting who want to live in the local area. Or you get people drive around areas they want to live in looking for boards. Also, if your property's empty while you're marketing it, your neighbour knows who to call if there's an emergency, if there's water pouring through or somebody's broken in. So to-let boards, also very important when marketing your property. Then also you've got your forms of online marketing. So obviously Rightmove is a must, unfortunately. Everybody goes on Rightmove. We live in a world of time constraints and we're constantly scrolling through our phones. We literally live on our mobile phones. So what about also then Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? There are a vast amount of people on Facebook looking for properties to rent. Is your agent maximising that opportunity and getting those tenants on those social media forums? And then your viewings, they are a form of marketing. So are the lights on, curtains open? You want to make that viewing the best experience possible because then they're most likely to rent the property. Before you've booked somebody into view, have you checked with them that they don't have pets because it's a no pet property? Do they know that it's a ground floor bathroom, or do they know that there's no gas central heating? You need to optimise the inquiry for the viewing so then that your void gaps are reduced and you're not wasting time. If there's tenants in the property, you're not annoying them with lots of viewings that are unsuitable. So I hope you find those tips useful. If you would like to speak to me about proactively marketing your property with the biggest exposure possible, then please contact me at sarah@homesforharrogate.co.uk, or the website is www.homesforharrogate.co.uk, and I'd love to reduce your void gaps for you. Just to mention, I do viewings on the evenings and the weekend, which I didn't mention in the viewing category, but that is also vitally important because people don't want to take time off work anymore. Good luck with marketing of your property.